Hey guys, it's Julian here with yet another PokeMMO tournament. This time we're playing the PBS Pokemon Battle Series, which is basically a WBE tournament where we draft Pokemon and nobody but the people who draft their respective Pokemon can use them. So you know the Pokemon that your opponent has available to them, and they know yours, and they have a week to prepare. If some of you guys are familiar with the WB tournaments that have been quite popular on YouTube, usually played in console, uh, that's what this is about. So we're here with the match preview um, regarding my round one match versus Sig. Now, I'll be honest, I do not think I have the best matchup. Conkeldurr is obviously very threatening because my first two Pokemon that I drafted were T-Tar and Excadrill, so I obviously went for the Sand, which is very strong, but obviously is weak to strong fighting types, and Conkeldurr is basically the hardest hitting one, besides Hariyama and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was his second pick, I think. I don't remember, but yeah, this is 6 sim. These are the Pokemon I expect him to bring. We will see. I think he could also very easily bring either Dusknoir or Slowbro over Gliscor, but I think Gliscor walls my team. Doesn't wall, but like hits my team quite hard. Obviously, Earthquake for T-Tar and Excadrill, and Acrobatics is always a strong nuke. So yeah, that's basically it. His team though is very slow. He's very dedicated to Trick Room. Besides like a few options, I think he will bring Zoroark. I think he should. It's very good versus me. Like not only his fighting types are good, but like his niche picks are also good versus my team. Cause Zoroark hits pretty much everything in my team for super effective. It can run Focus Blast for T-Tar and Excadrill. Obviously, Dark Pulse, Stab for Frostlass and Slowking, Flamethrower uh, for Bronzong. The only thing he doesn't hit super effective is Staraptor. And even if he wanted to, if he really wanted to, he could run like some kind of hidden power. But I don't think that's worth it. The 3 attack coverage of Focus Blast, Flamethrower, and Dark Pulse is very good against me. But yeah, good thing is it's very squishy, so I can hit it quite hard. And because his team is mostly slow, I expect him to bring bulky Rotom. I decided to go on with the bang. Start with a bang. We are running Ground Gem, Sandforce, Adamant Excadrill. This is Mr. Nuke, basically. And yeah, my objective is to chip a little bit of his Trick-Room Pokemon down enough for Excadrill to nuke them. Besides that, I have Intimidate, which is the Raptor with a Walkenberry that would allow me to survive any one hit from Rotom-O. Close Combat at Bravier hit his team very hard. I think it's not the bulkiest Pokemon, it's a bit frail. I'm also slightly worried because from my lead, I could not EV all my Pokemon. Like my Pokemon, for default, like most of them have a higher defense than special defense, and his team is his biggest threat besides Zoroark. But I'm confident I can handle Zoroark with chip and just basically hitting it once, and then it would die basically. But like I was saying, his two hardest hitters, yeah, would be Conkeldurr and Escavalier. Also Gliscor, he cannot be intimidated. So basically, he has a very strongly physically oriented team. Yeah, obviously with the nice Rotom for the Leaf Storm Burst and Zoroark for the amazing coverage against the build that I decided to bring. I could have brought Infernape, but I think I wanted slightly bulkier mounts in this matchup because I want to be able to peel around for a bit while chipping stuff down so I can basically nuke it with a Ground Gem. That being said, since he has a very physically oriented team, I decided to bring Reflect Frostlass. Icy Wind hits his team quite hard. I mean, not quite hard, but it hits what it has to hit, and it helps with speed control. You might be asking, why do I need speed control if his team is at least half Trick Room? Well, it's mostly because Zoroark, as I said, is a giant threat. So if I slow it down, then I can allow Titar to kill it. Uh, and I can allow also hit Glasgow for 4 times super effective damage. Same with Excadrill and slow them down, allow Titar to hit them hard, or Excadrill too, because it's not Sand Rush. I think Icy Wind is very good in this matchup. It has enough speed for max speed Zoroark. And it also has Reflect, which I think helps a lot. It has a Cobbleberry, because as I mentioned, I'm very weak to Zoroark, and this would allow me to survive any one hit from it. Besides that, he also has Dusknoir, and I'm not that worried about Dusknoir because it's mainly physically oriented. He obviously could run Will-O-Wisp, that kind of stuff, which is quite good against my team. I expect his Rotom most likely to have Will-O-Wisp, but yeah. I'm not that worried about Dusknoir because I can intimidate it and I have Reflect. So I think the Cobbleberry allows me to basically leave any one hit while leading with Frostlass, which there is a decent chance I do. I'm probably gonna leave either Bronzong, two basically of Bronzong, Frostlass, and Staraptor, I think. Next up is Bronzong. Now, Bronzong has a very passive set, but also very annoying. It has no attacking moves. It's very bulky. It has quite a bit of special defense, which allows me to handle Zoroark, and its typing naturally allows me to check stuff like Iron Head from Scavalier, take decently well, like neutral hits like close combat, Mega Horn and stuff, especially with support of Intimidate and Reflect. So now it has Toxic to help wear down, basically mainly Porygon. Porygon, it's a very big issue. Like, if I cannot, in a late game scenario, Porygon can win a lot of 1v1s against my team, even a lot of 1v2s. Now you will see about that, because Frostlass won't hit it hard. Frostlass also is running Hex because it allows me to, with spreading Toxic with Bronzong, Hex actually hits quite hard, and if he does decide to run God's Flame over Conkeldurr, then Hex hits quite hard, and it's a 2-hit KO guaranteed after burn damage. Now he could also run Iron Fist, which honestly is a bit scary, but as I said, Reflect and Reflect and Intimidate help with that. I said it's a bit scary because my Excadrill is EF2. It's quite bulky. It's not that fast. I have just enough speed for what I expect his Rotom to have. And it has quite a nice set too. Iron Head, Earthquake for the nuke with Ground Gem. Iron Head is also boosted by Sand Force, very strong. And Poison Jab allows me to hit Rotom, which, as I said, is a very big threat to my team. I was saying, Bronzong has Imprison Trick Room, so it blocks it. It's very hard for him to KO Bronzong from late. So this basically prevents him from getting Trick Room turn 1. Now I could have run something like Taunt Frostlass or Gauss Gem, Shadow Ball, to try to prevent either Porygon 2 or Dusknoir from setting a Trick Room. Then again, he has Slowbro, which has Oblivious, meaning I cannot taunt it, and he could possibly run Sash Slowking with some sort of threatening one, the second slot, that wouldn't allow me to impede Trick Room to going up. Also, Dusknoir could be quite bulky and could run Mental Herb kind of stuff. So I figured the best way to impede Trick Room from going up was with Imprison, and it also allows me to, in late game, if I have kind of disposed of his Trick Room mode, I could use Trick Room myself, because my team isn't that fast either. Scatter is a bit bulky, Titar is not the fastest. To basically turn the tables in a possible late game Zoroark or Gliscor or Dragonite if he chooses to bring those. Well, and protect with Imprison allows me to keep Bronzong healthy, which I think is important because I will need to eventually toxic Porygon 2. I think my way of dealing with Porygon 2 is going to be toxicing it, either with Bronzong, or we will see later another Pokemon that's carrying Toxic. Both of them help increase the damage of Frostlass, which is actually quite invested in special attack. It's not the highest base special attack, but it's also like a Hex stab on a status target is gonna hit quite hard. So I like the synergy of the team. Also, Imprison Protect just allows me to chip and like start hitting stuff really hard without them having the ability to protect. So basically, to put stuff down into nuke range, which is Excadrill's, Sandforce, Ground Gem, Earthquake. Now, Titor is Adamant, Choppleberry. I'm not mentioning the items. I'll mention Ground Gem for Excadrill, Cobbleberry for Frostlass, Lefties for Bronson, keep healthy, not being chipped by sand myself, and then also a Slowking. It's modest, it's not quiet. Ooh, yeah. With 3 attacks, Citrus Berry heavily invested in special attack, but also bulky enough to survive 1 hit from Rotomo, and yeah, and I'm modest, which basically means I have 51 speed, which is faster than minimum speed Conkeldurr, which is 49. It also outspeeds minimum speed Cavalier, and allows me to hit them hard with either Psychic or 4 times super effective Flamethrower. Ice Beam hits Gliscor, hits Dragonite if he chooses to bring it. It's very strong. It's completely walled by opposing Slowbro, but my way of dealing with opposing Slowbro is going to be with either Toxic or with Titar Crunch, or just hitting it hard with like a nuke on the switch, and then hitting it again with another Sandforce Earthquake plus some hit from, I don't know, Raptor or something. Yep. Now Titar is Choppleberry. He has a Conkeldurr. It's nothing else to say. I need Titor for the sand, for boosting my nuke with Excadrill, and also it's quite hard. It hits quite hard, it's quite bulky. Fire Punch allows me to hit Rotomo as well as Escavalier for super effective damage. Crunch is a strong single target attack, which means it's not reduced by the spread. I was debating between Crunch, Iron Sponge, Rock Slide. I finally decided with Crunch because it hits decently hard Gliscor. Obviously, Ice Punch would hit it harder, but it also hits harder Slowking or Dusknoir in case he chooses to bring those, and it hits decently hard as well Dragonite and Porygon 2. And then again, there's a second Toxic on my team, and see that it's quite bulky, allows me to have Toxic. I was debating having Rocks, but I don't think Rocks are that great versus his team. I mean, it's not terrible, but when I block enemies protect, I expect the match to go quite offensive, quite fast. So Rocks, I don't expect to be there that much switchings. And Toxic allows me to late game dispose or win the 1v1 guaranteed against Porygon 2 and possibly Rotomo. Yep, it's also very good against if I get burned by either Rotomo or Dusknoir if they choose to bring Will-O-Wisp, and then Toxic helps me chip stuff down, and also before that I can just hit very hard with these two. I think it's enough coverage. Hits everything super effective and neutral. I could have Ice Punch to hit Gliscor and possible Dragonite for 4 times super effective damage, but my Slowking does have a Ice Beam. Yeah, so I think and I have Frostlass too with Icy Wind, so I think I should be okay in that sense. And that's Titor. Finally, a Raptor with a Wakanberry. I think I already mentioned that would allow me to hit to eat any one hit from Rotomo. Close combat, Bravier, Protect, and Talwind. Just hit stuff hard and get Talwind just in case I need it. To outspeed possibly Dragonite and kind of stuff with Excadrill and Titar. I'm not gonna one hit KO them because I'm not running Ice Punch and Titar, but still the speed helps, especially late game, to guarantee my Pokemon are faster. Especially because I have like Slowking, which is very slow, 51 times 2, it actually allows me to outspeed the Porygon 2 and kind of stuff. I should, by default, with Slowking, always outspeed Conkeldurr and Scavalier. But yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I think Tailwind will be very helpful in dealing with in basically giving T-Tar and Excadrill more speed to hit faster stuff harder, like and first, like Gliscor, Dragonite, kind of stuff. I should always survive any one hit with T-Tar. I mean, that I outspeed. I'm obviously probably not gonna survive. No, not probably. I'm never gonna survive a close combat from Conkeldurr, but I will survive a Max Punch, and I will survive a Superpower from Dragonite and that kind of stuff. So yeah, T-Tar being faster and Excadrill being faster helps. Also, Staraptor doesn't really need any additional coverage. Let's see. I think everything is here. So we're about to play. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I like the synergy of the team. Looks pretty well. Let me just double check. Everything's good. Yeah, Intimidate. T-Tar only has Sand Rush, but Fire Punch, Crunch, Toxic, Protect. They had the most doubts about the Bronzong set. I really wanted to have an actual attacking move like Psychic or at least Sidewave. Well, when I thought about it, Psychic really helps with Conkeldurr because to hit KO. But Conkeldurr can heal off with Dragon Punch anyways, and Scavalier resist, Zoroark is immune, Porygon 2 is hit way harder by Toxic than Psychic, and same with Slowbro, which would otherwise wall me. So yeah, it doesn't hit hard enough Gliscor or Dragonite. I feel the Toxic is better in this scenario, but we'll see how it works. Yep. Well, match about to start. So let's see. Double battle. I forgot. Well, it's been quite a long time since I sent a tournament mode battle with this, so I'm just gonna say send when ready. Well, you say playing now. Yeah, we'll just jump right into it. Team preview. Let's see. Let me last check bounce. Yeah, me too. That is gonna be a good one. Honestly, it's a bit worried about Zoroark. I mean, I already said his mount, what worries me, what I don't think worries me. I think he has a decent matchup against me. I could have honestly brought in Fernape, but which hits obviously Scavalier super hard, Rotom super hard, Zoroark super hard, kind of run HPIs. Though they'd probably have a Wakanberry and Gliscor or Dragonite if they choose to bring it. Obviously, Porygon hits hard enough, but I also I'm very weak to Mach Punch, so I really wanted or needed the resist from Frostlass, and well, the immunity from Frostlass, the resist from Slowking, and the intimidate from Staraptor, and then Excadrill and T-Tar are quite necessary. And then I think Bronzong is quite good to handle Trick Room and just to be very annoying and allow me to execute my game plan, which is hit stuff hard without them being able to protect and chip stuff down, while I myself being able to pivot around for a little bit with Reflect and stuff. No Munchlax, no way. So yeah, it was very hard fitting Infernape in this versus 6 sim, even though it was quite good. Don't judge me much after what you will see. Oh god. This seems like something. If he brings Munchlax is a fucking meme pick. If I lose the Munchlax, at least you guys will have some nice content. Well, let's see how this goes. Dragonite is here, Slowbro is here, Cavalier. He's going full trigger mode. Full fucking trigger mode. He basically doesn't have Blitzcrank, has Dragonite. I'm very, very glad he doesn't have Sword Arc, and he brought Slowbro too. So against this, I feel very confident in leading Bronzong and Frostlass. Yep, this allows me to reflect and imprison, reflect. Well, my Cobbleberry is useless. I could have had a Likely or something, but yeah, I had to cover for Sword Arc because it was a gigantic threat. I'm glad it doesn't listen here. Slowbro could potentially have oh, he has special attack bros. That's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna toxic this, and then I'm gonna go for. Do I want to keep this? The Raptor decent, but there's a decent chance that he just doubles this slot with like T-Bolt and Ice Beam. I feel like I can't pivot into Excadrill here, but pivoting to Excadrill is very risky. He could close combat and hit this slot potentially. I'm gonna protect this first, just to scout what he wants to do. Because he went for this slot. Okay, that's fine. Titor is decent. I honestly, I'm gonna protect Bronzong, and I'm just gonna let this go now. I just can't risk it. My competitive matchup gets slightly worse, but I need to hit this, chip this down. Could have gone T-Tor too, but nah, it would be insane to go T-Tor there. I'm just gonna hex this. Oh, oh shit. Oh, well, this is getting very annoying. I need to get T-Tor now, but the thing is, T-Tor always threatens this with his leftovers, which means he's not. Do I do? I think I can get. I'm gonna try to double protect. Don't have anything better to do, and I'm gonna try to get Excadrill here. Excadrill hits this hard, and it allows me to keep my reflect up. Oh well, fine. Odds weren't helping me anyways. Well, now I can protect. Do I want to keep bronzing? I could nuke now, which would hit really hard this and this. Do I want to lose Excadrill this early? I think I could sack Frostlass and protect, which would allow me to get Tyranitar Yeah, like that. I sack Frostlass. I protect. This allows me to get T-Tar. Jesus Christ, this guy is fucking annoying. Okay, it doesn't seem like he can. I'm gonna reflect just. And I am going to get Bronzong here. Bronzong is very slow. It should allow me to potentially Toxic Slowbro. Even though this looks baddish, still have Intimidate. I just, yep. Okay, well, this looks quite bad, but Staraptor Intimidate. Staraptor Intimidate. It allow me. Connect. I just need to survive the Trick Room. I could have probably gotten like a lot of damage, but his best way of feeling this is like Scissor. I should leave one hit. I'm gonna protect. The thing is, if this goes bad, what can he hit this with? Okay, he can only hit. Okay, I'm gonna make some pivots because he can only hit this slot with Iron Head. So I'm gonna go to Slow King. I'm gonna protect. I think that covers everything. Oh shit, that paralyze is very bad. Okay, that's fine. Well, now I can get another Intimidate. I can get another Intimidate, and I can Toxic the Slowbro. And then he would be neutral with. I'm ignoring this thing quite a lot, but it's not all cavalry, which means T-Tar can hit it very hard with Fire Punch and Slowking with Flamethrower too. That paralyze was quite bad. Like the Toxic and Slowbro would help me a lot in getting chip that I need. Okay, that switches out, which is great. Slowking is out. The Raptor is in. Intimate doesn't work because of course. Toxic this lot. Cold. Yeah. I am actually. Like it's time to go T-Tar now. Actually, I can protect this. Actually, no, I have. I'm gonna Bravier this, and I'm gonna Toxic this. Yeah, I should live anything basically. Okay, it's Bulky Dragonite or something, which is great. Half his team is Toxic. That did a shit ton of damage. And Trick Room should be up now. And I should be able to stop it from going up. Okay, no, it's not up yet. But I should be able to stop it from going up 100%. if I double protect, and then I Brave Bird, yeah, and Imprison, which means what did he hit? It's called hits a raptor, makes sense. Could have imprisoned there. It's fine. It's fine though. When this thing dies. Wait, Freedom's still not out? Okay, yeah, it is now. So I'm gonna Brave Bird and I'm going to Imprison. It's a good chance that both my Pokemon go down here, but I'm fine with that because that means Dragonite dies to Toxic. Okay, 2 Pokemon didn't go down. Okay, this is good. It allows me to go T-Tar, which can hit this super hard. Mach Punch obviously threatens, but it's fine though. It's the Raptor. Live 1 turn. He has to Mach Punch this, which is fine. So Crunch kills. Otherwise, it's very problematic. Yes, it does. And now, it is nuke time. Wait, I can't go slow. I need to go Excadrill. I'm gonna protect Excadrill. I'm gonna Fire Punch the Rotom. Oh, he went for that. Okay, well, now that is in range of the nuke. Earthquake and protect. Should I always leave this? Yes, just barely. And he doubled the Excadrill. Oh, but he's -2 now, which means that I always leave with Slowbro. Well, this is very fucking close. My lower should be faster and should outcode this. Tita should also outcode this. Let's see how we do this. So who would hit this harder? Nice question. Well, I know that this thing isn't a threat. Oh, but he could ally switch, which means I just need to double hit both dots. Flamethrower here and Fire Punch here. Should be faster than he's -2 special defense. Should always be able to win this. I think I win this. That should KO at least one Pokemon here. This turn is -2 though. Should survive this. Quite handy. Yep, -4 now. don't even know if that crit helps me or not. How healthy is this thing? Oof, that shit's super specially bulky. How about this Cavalier though? Let me see again the calc. Tyranitar. Let me just use this spread. Tyranitar. Doubles bulky attacker versus this Cavalier. Choice band or whatever. 252. Level 50. Halftime. Fire punch. 101 minimum to max HP X Cavalier. Question is, X Cavalier is 100, 110 social defense. Oh, it's low king. Wait, no, 105, 105. It's just the same. So I'm going. Flamethrower. Should I psychic? I think psychic is better. Because it hits the potential switch. You get attack boost. You're attacked, which is fair. Fire punch. Oof, that actually is hard because I don't think if he gets Trigger Map, it can be very, very bad. And if he switches this out, I think he can always win. And if he gets Trigger Map, but he switches out, he cannot switch in this slot. If he gets Trigger Map, oh, what did I click? Flamethrower. I expected to be faster. I should have been faster. Fuck. I think he wins. This was very close. Expect the Teeter to do slightly more damage. I think it's a 50-50. Because if I double the Porygon here, yeah, it's a 50-50. Because if I double the Porygon here and he stays, then he loses. Because I can just ignore this and Fire Punch this. But if he switches, should have doubled. Okay, never mind. Well, this is fine, I think. Is it? I don't think this is fine, though. Okay, now it's a 50-50. Because, actually, no, I think he always wins. He protects on trigrams, and then he always wins. Doesn't he? If Yoko's, which I'm bulkish. Yeah, I'm going for that. He's going for that. Yeah, protect and trigram. Damn, this was very fucking close and very interesting. Well, now the question is, my bulky T-Tar, 252 HP, 4 defense, do you leave? If I psychic there, let's go all here. This is choice band. He's not choice band. He's Kalki's choice, man. He could also miss, of course. Mega Horn does just enough. But I am too bulky. Woohoo! Damn! Bro, this shit was insane. What did he go for? Holy fuck, dude. That was insane. Bulky Titar for the win. Well, that was a hell of a match to start the season. I will see you guys next week.